Hello everyone, and welcome to The Freight Escape. Before we begin our video today, I would like to apologize for how late this is. I've been taking a break from YouTube recently to focus on my schoolwork and mental health, so I apologize about that. Besides that, I haven't also caught a whole lot lately, besides EQ to Stide and RS41 light power. Anyways, on Monday, January 19th, 2026, I set out to Cold Spring Harbor, New York, but not to railfan, but rather to ride the train to New York City. While usually I wouldn't make a video like this, I actually caught some pretty cool stuff, including some MP15’s, an RS41 piece at Hicksville, the Plaza American train, and more. Now, it had snowed just the day before, so I was able to get these cool shots of M7s arriving in Cold Spring Harbor, one of them being my train. Anyways, our train then arrived from Huntington headed to Penn Station. We weren't going to Grand Central this time. So anyways, sit back, relax, and enjoy this interesting ride. And I apologize if it's quite boring, but it's up to the fans to see if this video would come out, and they said yes, so yeah. Starting off strong, here's the Plaza American train at a siding in Syosset. I had seen these earlier on Saturday, so I had prior knowledge they were going to be here. Then something pretty cool happened. I wanted to get a nice shot of my train coming into Divide interlocking, but what I didn't expect is for New York Atlantic Railway train RS41 FPD to be simultaneously arriving into Hicksville at that time. Since my train to Penn Station would be occupying the westbound track, this train had to go on the eastbound track, which is a pretty interesting move that I've actually never seen before. Now, before you ask why the window quality is so awful and why I couldn't get a better one, well, this was actually the best window in the whole car, as it was the door. Thankfully, one crappy video doesn't outdo two good videos, or semi-good for that matter. Anyways, this was a pretty good RS41, with a good mix of trash cars, stone cars, and even a center beam in the front, with MP15’s number 156 and 151 leading nose out. Hey, might not be great, but I'm still glad I was able to see a freight on my train to Penn Station. Ignore all the shenanigans on my train, but anyway, next up was pipe siding, located right outside of Hicksville. I saw engine to Hicksville ran earlier that day, so I knew something was going to be here. I wasn't expecting an 89-foot flat car, though. Those are pretty interesting to see in pipe. I don't believe I've ever seen one there before. Anyways, the engine sitting in pipe siding was MP15’s number 166 after coming off the Gardner Mitchell secondary. I'd actually seen this locomotive less than 2 weeks before. Usually I don't record Hicksville Yard, but I decided to by chance, and MP15’s number 160 happened to be sitting in the siding next to two snowblowers. Moving right along, we find ourselves hitting the joints at Queens interlocking, and I have to say, this is always awesome, and it never gets old whenever I ride the train. So I wanted to get a video of our train going by the hillside support facility, but an M7 said otherwise and even laughed at me as it went past. over at HAL Interlocking, MP15’s number 168 was on protect duty. Our train ended up stopping on track 1, which gave us a look at one of the Jamaica layup yards, which happened to have an M3 up close. Seems there was an SW1001 or something on protect duty, but an M7 said otherwise yet again. We even spotted DE30AC number 405 sitting in the storage yard. Also, when we were going by Woodside, I spotted a work train on the Flushing line up above, which I wasn't expecting. Anyways, after a fun day in New York City, we headed back and we found ourselves at Grand Central Terminal ready to hop on a train to Huntington. With about an hour to spare, I decided to go down a platform and see if there were any heritage units. And it just so happened that P32 number 203, the M Central Heritage Unit, was sitting on one of the tracks with its Happy Holiday sign still on the side, even though this was in January. Anyways, after that, we hopped on our train to head back home. Also, a conductor in the back car let me get a rear railfan window shot, and thank you so much, whoever you are. Anyways, once again, I'm sorry for the brief hiatus on videos, and I'm glad to be back. So anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye!